Alright, Altars by Kronos. You can bring a deck tech here. My wrist is still healing, so it's very hard for me to do altars at the moment because I can't keep that tiny itty bitty straight lines. So I'm going to bring you a deck tech on what I call Bloody Flux. I used to main deck 3 Blood Moons and 3 Energy Fluxes, and it would totally wreck the high end game ones, but I would have a hard time with the little weenie type decks. So I've modified it. I'm going to remove the sideboard. I will go over that in a hot minute, but I just wanted to leave it up there in case you wanted to pause and take a look at it. Excuse my, what I think are very bad altered lightning bolts. It was something I was toying around with at the very beginning when I was trying to learn what I can and cannot do and what paint does over top of ink. And painting on top of ink is a challenge because it's very hard to keep it small and neat. I run 3 Flying Men, 4 Ironclaw Orcs, 3 Dibs, and 1 Suchi as my main creatures. That's my normal creature base. My removal base is 4 Bolts, 4 Chains, 3 Blasts, a Disintegrate, 2 Shatters. I run 2 Blood Moons main. I run a Mana Drain, 2 Counterspells. Your singles are mostly your normal basics. Your Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, Time Twister, Wheel of Fortune, Mind Twist, Chaos Orb, Demonic Tutor, Black Lotus, Soul Ring, and Mox Jet. I do not run the other 2 Moxen because I wanted to add in more creatures and get more threats on the board fast. I wanted a high percentage of getting a Orc or a Flying Man out right away, and I want to start hitting 5 damage and take whole dice off right away. And my goal is basically to have a whole dice off at least by turn 2, if not more. That being said, I do have a mana base. I have your library, your strip mine. I run a single City of Brass just for an extra. If I happen to have that in my opening hand, I have double blue right away just in case. So by higher chance, City of Brass. I have 4 Volcanics, 3 Badlands, 6 Islands. The reason I run 6 Islands is because when I run multiple Blood Moons, because you're greedy, I want to make sure that I have my counter spell open. And I run your 4 factories. I used to run 3 factories, but they're now the way Bloody Flux is working. Sometimes I take in or out the others, and factories, if I'm not running Blood Moons, are very, very strong, as you all know. Sideboard is the 3rd Blood Moon. I really don't like artifact decks, as you can tell, so I have 3 Energy Fluxes. I can remove my Arabian Nights. So I will remove my Arabian Nights, and I will put in 3 Suchis. Normally I do 4 Orcs and 4 Suchis at that point. There's more artifact hate. I have 2 Shatters. Here's my counter against big creatures, whether it's from all different ways, but Reanimator's one of them, but Control Magics, again, Reanimator. I really don't like Reanimator against this deck because it's too many fast creatures. Earthquake for the weenies, and my 4th Sonic Blast if I feel like really playing a 12 bolt. This is what I call Bloody Flux. If you are a greedy mana base and you do have artifacts, I will take this Suchi out. I will put the 4th Sonic Blast in, and I will modify things slightly, and I will put my 3 Energy Fluxes in, my Blood Moon in, and possibly 2 more Shatters depending on how greedy an artifact base you are. If you're just a greedy mana base, then I will put the Blood Moons, maybe another Shatter or 2 depending on what you're really running artifact wise, and I will try and make your life a living hell. So if I can't play artifacts, I'm going to make sure that you can't either, and if you have a greedy mana base, I will counter that too. But if you have both, you run a lot of artifacts and a greedy mana base, then I will run 3 Blood Moons and 3 Energy Fluxes. And I will make your life hell. So I will absolutely do that and just burn you to death. So I don't have a problem doing that. That's how this deck started out, and I know that format works really well on high-end decks. So that's my deck tech. Hopefully my wrist heals up here shortly, and I can hold things and do some more alters. So until then, I'm kind of down for the count a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful day. I wish you the best. And again, you guys want to ever play some games for fun, whether you recorded them or not, that's fine. But if you want to watch them back and try and get better, I will be more than happy to post them. I don't do this for anything other than just trying to help people out and just have a little bit of fun at the same time. So I hope you have a wonderful day.